degree?
Well, I just think that Ambition are better than Ascentia. And Epsilon made pretty much... It looked very easy last night, and I just think it's going to be exactly the same, but we're going to go on board.
Wow, not straight away.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, on board with Josh, who is inside the hard point and holding it down. It is going to be contested, and there you go, Ascentia. Straight in there, they are losing 4 points to 1 right off the bat here.
Well, here we go. It's going to be up to Epsilon trying to get the pinch. He's going to be coming through purple, looking for it. Swan's going to pick up one. Can he pick up the second one as well? Looking for that shot. His teammate coming to back him up. Josh coming with a two-piece. Swan's going to go down while he reloads, but Josh has managed to get in the hard point. Starting off well at 3-1. He's going to be looking for the players to come green. A player's going to come behind him as well and take that pinch, and down he goes. Yeah,
very well played. Ascentia getting in there when they need to, and they're stacking up nicely. 2 guys in there as well. Just going to have the other guys trying to hold off on the outside. This is very similar to the hard point that we're seeing in Blue Room when, you know, everyone has to sort of expand out and watch outside the areas instead of everyone sitting inside there. They're doing the right thing.
Well, there we go. I mean, this hard point, it's very hard to hold and get a lot of time on. It's all going to be out of this first rotation, and it does look like Epsilon are there first, but there are so many players from Ascentia around it, they're going to have to fight them off. Fortunately, you have seen that Epsilon won that first string of kills. Here comes Miles, though. He's going to be looking to get it down. He goes to Tommy. And we do have an update on the score here going on Alpha Station right now. It's Team Infused 2, Gamers 2-1. And if that's confusing, it should be.
But yes, of course, Team Infused expected to probably go through there. But they'll have a tough competition against the Spanish guys. They know how to play COD. But on board with this game now, we're on board with Tommy using that ASM1. Very, very good with it as well. 6-4. He's sitting at the top of the leaderboard.
He's alone here against 2. He is unfortunately going to go down to it. Jumping board with Pleaser. Let's see if he can continue to do the work he's currently doing. 7-7. Fuel goes on board with Miles now, trying to look. He's got so many people in his gun side. He's got 2. Is he going to get the third? No. Dug down and will be picked off.
Well, on board. I'm going to go with Pleasure. I'm presuming that's his gamer tag. We're going to switch back and go back to Tommy, of course, when I'm speaking about someone dry. Anyway, on board with Josh. Move it towards the next point. It's Ascentia who are getting in there first, and this isn't looking too bad for them at the moment. Obviously, Epsilon have that slight lead, but there's nothing in terms of hard point score, really.
Well, they have managed to break this one, and they're now going to be trying to hold blue here. Magcat's going to be in this position that so many people find frustrating to get a player out of here on boxes. It's a very good spot. You've got a lot of places. You can look good sight lines. And you can pick off every single entrance.
Well, as I was saying before, what Mr. X was saying about this, it's very important that you have your teammates expanding out. Mad Cat's inside that hard point, but realistically, they need somebody else in that hard point. You just need to push out and defend the different exits from outside. Push the spawns away. That's nice by Josh. Getting the second. He's going to get the third. Not quite. Tommy did manage to pick that one up. And Josh is going to pick up that third kill. So very well played by him. 12-10. 4 streak for him. Still picking up those hard points now. 86-37. The score is extending for Epsilon.
Yeah, it is. They're doing great work pushing out the lanes here. You can see the rotation already on the green platform has been done. Tommy's going to have that. They are going to come through snow. So let's jump on board with Zyla here. He's going to be first into red. He's going to see him straight away. He takes the shot, and he should be able to get on the green platform himself. And there is nobody from Epsilon anywhere near to challenge him yet.
Yeah, and Ascentia have done very well to keep them out here. Maybe manipulating the spawns a little bit in their favour. Zyla just holding things down this right side. Very nicely played. Picks up the 2-piece, but Madcat's coming to come around there. He does actually get shut down. Ascentia getting some points on the board here. They're around 50 points behind, but they are catching up very,
here comes
very
a
quickly.
pinch.
And yeah, Starzy Boy was in there momentarily. Tommy's going to jump in there and get the control for Epsilon.
There you go. He's looking the wrong way. The Epsilon, unfortunately, I said the pinching is so effective at breaking these hard points. Just coming from both ways, splitting those fire lanes, and Epsilon are so good at it. Swanee now holding him down. Can he get the third one here as well? No, he drops. Epsilon are continuing to put points on the board, currently 110-54.
It's looking pretty good for them so far, although Ascentia very much still in this game. As we said, 50-60 points, that's a whole rotation they would have to hold down, and you see that they have the potential to do this, especially in this one.
Well, this is
get a very good setup in here.
They need to lock down purple.
Well. Yeah.
If they lock down purple, they'll do well, but Josh has come straight through, and that's going to give his team so much easier to break through. They didn't lock purple down, and I've got to say, that was the issue there.
They got punched through a little bit too easily.
You lose control of purple, you lose control of this hill.
Yeah, they got punched through a little bit too easily, but the slaying power of Epsilon, it's always one to hold very, very strong, but it's hard to hold when players like that are bursting through and the shots are so good that, you could be sitting on a head glitch and it still won't matter.
Well, you can see Josh just doing work here. He's going to go down. Jumping ball with Tommy currently on the 4th street. Looking towards purple. Should be able to pick up that kill, but no! Big shots by Pleaser. Has actually managed to take them down. Gets the 3-piece to break the hill open. Ascentia now trying to flood in, trying to keep this Epsilon team away from them. Not going to work, though, as Josh and Mad Cat come screaming back in.
It was a three-piece from Josh there. Fantastic. Well played. 21-16, 21-17 now. But he is sitting at the top of the leaderboard for Epsilon. And something we did talk about yesterday is how Josh is underrated. Very much so. He belongs in this Epsilon lineup. He can slay with the best of them.
Well, we're seeing that right now here. Ascentia are struggling as Josh continues to go on a rampage, just picking up a three-piece as we say it here. Now Mad Cat coming in. The famous duo with Josh. They have teamed on every single Call of Duty, and they're going to continue to have a good run of results while doing it.
Well, with Mad Cat.
COD timing turned away.
He's doing the right thing, though. He's extending out from that hard point. Yeah. Watch out. He doesn't need to sit in there with his teammate. You can get one guy in here. Josh is currently in there. And he's doing the work he needs to. He doesn't have any help.
Oh,
he's
Josh.
So well at the minute, Josh. Fantastic two-piece there, holding it down basically on his own for a few seconds. At the moment, though, his team are doing work outside
a lot of pressure
snow.
coming purple.
Yeah.
They're looking for here. Josh is going to go back in. He's still holding circle. And it just seems like Epsilon are able to pick up strings of kills everywhere on this. They're now looking for the rotation. It has come in a little bit late from Epsilon. Doesn't matter. Tommy picks up a kill on it. One more. He's getting the two pieces as well. Epsilon are picking up 2-3 pieces everywhere on this map. There we go. Another kill by Tommy.
You know, it's the movement. It's the way they use the axial abilities to get around. And it's fantastic to see them jump. You know, what you see, the difference between the top players, they move brilliantly. And they move to get themselves in a better position so they can make the shot easier.
It really does. And you can see them just heating up here as Josh is dropping down 30 for 20, continuing to put more and more kills on here. And I'm sure you're going to see Josh going absolutely ballistic in that booth as well.
Yeah, he likes to get very, very hyped on, but with Mad Cat momentarily he does go down. Let's give Ascentia some showtime here. Zyla sitting at the top there. He's still just a little bit positive. Minute Starzy Boy, 16-27, but he has some captures to his name. Still second on the leaderboard for them, but if we go on board with Zyla, somebody's been around for a long time.
He certainly has, and he's one of the biggest names in French Call of Duty. I know we've passed over him several times ourselves, Ton, but it just seems like Epsilon are continuing to put dominance down on this. Fortunately, Ascentia managed to get 20 points back on that from scrap time, but there have been a heavy rotation from Epsilon into blue, and now it's going to be up to Ascentia. If they can break this early, they have a small chance, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah. The lead is extended just a little bit for Epsilon there. It was around 60 points, now it's to about 80 or so, and just about to go to 90, and you know, Ascentia were in that for the last two hard points.
With another two-piece, and although these boosts are soundproof, I can actually feel the vibrations of Josh screaming from here.
Ascentia was still in that last two hard points, but at the moment, Epsilon just pulling away that little bit too much, I would say. And it's going to start getting to the point where it's going to be a little bit impossible. But, you know, Ascentia getting some points on the board here in this one. They are going to actually lose out, though. Epsilon inside that Mad Cat holding fast 2 streak for him. 5 captures. And if you have a look on the Epsilon scoreboard, you can see Swanee only with 1 capture. That really sort of justifies his role of the guy that's going to sit out there and he's going to slay for you.
Yeah, he's just going to take a cut and just try and keep that lane clear as much as possible. And Tommy's really great at it. We saw him when he went over to Optic Nation. That's exactly what he was doing. He was pitching up, doing what he does best. Positioning for him is the most important thing.
Well, I would say one of the things that gets Swanee so many kills is his awareness of the map and his awareness of the spawns. He's shot, obviously, fantastic. Probably one of the best shots in Europe at the moment. And, oh, Starzy Boy, that's a nice kill by him. He managed to stay alive. He did actually manage to take out Mad Cat. Tommy's going to come in there, clean things up, though, avenging his teammates. Zyla could pick up a couple of kills here, though. The movement is so good from there. So the place, Swanee just bouncing around the place. Nothing Zyla can do there, though, but Josh's going to come in there, try and break that hard point. He's going to get shut down by Starzy. Could pick up a 2-piece. That's nice work by him. And I'm just looking at the time. It's not quite impossible yet. Give it 10 seconds. They need every single point, basically.
However, here comes 3 of Epsilon coming up. Can he try and hold them off? They have got 2 down. He's still alive in here. He's going to stay alive continuing to put points on the board for Ascentia. Staying alive now, Starzy Ball 4 streak, but here they come. Nades raining in as well as the rest of the Epsilon squad.
Yeah, Josh going to come in there, pick up a 2-piece. Swanee does take down his own teammate, though, and Zyla needs to stay alive for every single point here. Currently, the difference is they don't have enough time anymore. Epsilon are going to walk away with map number 1.
Just taking a look at the scoreboard here, Ton, you can see Josh is dropping 42 for 32. And for a guy that is usually in the hard point just doing a lot of the grunt work here, he really has been playing out of his skin. There was sheer dominance from him on this map.
Yeah, I feel as if Josh excels a little bit more with the SMG, sort of close range maps, rather than, you know, when people are going to start pulling out bars. You very rarely see him use anything else apart from his SM1. But there is another update on your screen, guys. After Epsilon winning that map, Team Infused obviously win the 4th map against KMS2. They will take that 3-1 and advance on into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, we watched a lot of Epsilon there because it just seemed to be constantly picking up the kills.
I think it's hard to switch off them.
Ascentia in the last 2 minutes, they did a lot to bring it back. They did an awful lot to bring it back, but it just wasn't to be. When you've got people like Josh picking up 2, 3 pieces in the hill over and over again, you just can't win like that.
No, Josh played fantastically well there, 1.3 kill to death ratio, but even the guys covering him on the outside, just to sort of show their presence as an S&D team. It'll be interesting. I think they could do it here, but the French are a good S&D team.
Yeah, certainly are. Listen, I don't think it's going to be a flawless. However, we will be keeping an eye on the attacking team as usual through the Search and Destroy rounds, jumping on board first of all with Tommy, but I'm going to switch over as this is a very rapid push.
How quick?
Swanee has gone down though, but this should go down. This will even it up a little bit. Bomb down, and I'm going to say that's advantage to Epsilon in this scenario.
They're so fast. My cat got there within 15 seconds and the bomb was down.
Yeah, that was a full rush. Here we go. Mad Cat's going to check. He's going to see one, pick him up, bringing it back to a 3-3. Another player challenged Mad Cat. Mad Cat is going to have to out-juke him. He's going to be shot. Managed to get away. Heavily tagged up. Can Mad Cat dip out? And he has. It's a 2 versus 2. Mad Cat and Josh going against Zyda and Pleasure. Can they try and pull this one off? Mad Cat's going to get another one. He's going to go down. It's now Josh in a 1 versus 2. He managed to get one, and down he goes. And that will be a defuse. First point to Ascentia.
That didn't last very long.
No, it did not.
Oh, well, we hyped that up for absolutely no reason.
Unbelievable. Still the smiles from Epsilon. We were talking about their flawless record, and they've just lost it straight away.
I'd be absolutely fuming. They don't even seem bothered. Oh, well. There's something we could have hyped up all day, just completely gone now.
Yeah, calm under composure. But going on board with Ascentia now, and we've got to go on board with Zyla. He's 3-0. Let's see how they're going to play this.
I was quite surprised at that, actually, because they had a good setup. They had it locked down, but they just... I think Josh actually jumped underneath somebody as Zyla goes in there, picks up first kill. At the end of that round, he jumped underneath somebody, and I think it was just a case of COD timing, which is really detrimented them that round. But there you go. Ascentia in the lead, 1-0 up, but Epsilon coming right back here. Pleasure, last man alive, that goes down very, very quickly. 1-1.
little bit of an awkward moment there between Mad Cat and Swanee. But there you go, back on form here. Josh now 4-1. Josh seems to be on fire today.
He's playing very, very well, and if Josh is playing well, this team will go on to definitely get... I can't see anything where it's CCM Epsilon final at the moment.
Yeah.
And if Josh is playing that well within that team, they have potential to just literally storm through this bracket today.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue. If Josh is firing on all cylinders, it's just an absolute nightmare scenario for any team coming up against them. Speaking of which, let's jump on board with it. First of all, Tommy is going to snipe off, but sniped back in return. And Josh are going to go again with the fast plant. 3 versus 3 here. Bomb down.
They like getting that bomb down quickly.
They do.
Take notes, everyone.
There you go. Swanee is going to come up against 2 here. Is he going to be able to do anything? No. Down he goes. And Josh is going to be left in the clutch scenario. He is now 1 versus 3.
He'll do it.
2 of his teammates picked up clutches yesterday. That was Tommy and Mad Cat. Can Josh get his own?
Has to be careful. Yeah, he's going to have players coming at him from
all over the place. Get that kill. He needed it. He's going to see another one. Down he goes. And Ascentia will take their second round.
Yeah, I think it was a hard situation there. I think if he'd went round at the right time when the guy was actually defusing, then he would have had a good chance. Face checked it. Nobody there. And then they all just piled on top of him.
You can see on your screen, Tommy currently directing his teammates as he usually does. I mean, he was talking a lot of tactics behind. He's definitely one of the more COD brain-minded with his strategies.
Yeah.
Always coming up with them.
It's nice to see, especially within S&D, that people do actually have specific strategies. Sometimes I remember back in the day, it used to be a case of just, all right, well, we're going B, yeah?
Yeah.
And it was that simple. But
that's why you used to lose.
Well, we'll not talk about that.
Well, there we go. First blood going in favour of Ascentia here. Going on board with Zyla. Looking to see who's going to be a player up top class. Picks him off as well.
Nice.
Epsilon are going to be in a 2 versus 4.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, shot him. Wow,
God.
Starzy boy. It's now Mad Cat that has to pull off the clutch. We could be seeing Epsilon go 3-1 down.
Well, they're not looking too shabby, this Ascentia team.
No.
S&D, very, very strong. Bomb goes down.
We'll see how Mad Cat can he pull off another clutch. He got one yesterday. Not going to get the second one. No, 3-1 down now to Ascentia. The favourites for this are being soundly beaten on Search and Destroy. And like I said this to you before, Tyler, I told you this match was going to be close.
Well, I know, but you have to think about if this S&D realistically, we were expecting Epsilon to continue their record on.
I wasn't.
Well, you're not.
No.
I know, but you can't argue against 30, you know.
Yeah, well, I feel like this is the hardest competition they've had so far.
Yeah, most likely. I think they played quite well, Ascentia, but their hardpoint game just was not anywhere near Epsilon's, unfortunately. I still think Epsilon win this S&D.
Starzy Boy managed to pick off Swanee. Zyla put bullets down, but didn't actually get a kill. And Epsilon, as you can see on your screen, they have heavily stacked. Tommy's going to be picked off as well. Josh and Madcat left in a 2 versus 4. Epsilon just not getting the kills go their way this half.
Well, they're not in a bad spot, actually. They're just covering each other, yeah. I mean, if they can make sure they hold their doors, then they'll probably be all right, but...
Down they go. Madcat now in a 1 versus 3. He's going to take down 1. This will be a 1 versus 4 if he can pull it off. He's going to see a 3rd. He's going to go down. And that will be 4-1 Ascentia.
Wow. There you go. Bit of an unexpected turn of events here, so to speak. But, yeah, Ascentia looking pretty good on the S&D here. I'm wondering if Epsilon will try and change things up, because going towards that B bomb and getting it down quickly does not seem to be working for them. They can't
Which is
seem to hold
strange,
it.
because if you can get that bomb down, you usually set up. But they're losing first blood more often than not. And then they get a numerical disadvantage. And those 50-50 gunfights, you'd expect to see Epsilon win those more often than not, but they seem to be losing all of them.
Sniper shot being looked for by Zala. He's not going to get it off that.
He is not. You can see his teammates making a slow push towards B. Neither of them really looking to go forward for it right now. Zala's still looking to hope for another snipe. He might see Josh back, but up there, nobody at the moment. Very passive play for Ascentia on this push.
Shots being fired in the min map, though. And yeah, very passive. Most of the teams have really rushed their S&D so far, but this round a little bit different as we do build towards 50 seconds remaining now. Team's starting to scout out that bomb site, going to pop around, and it is going to be Madcat who takes down Malice. Lazar coming in there and answering back, though. 3 versus 3.
You can see there's a little bit of a fight going on over here. It's Zyla, and he's going up against Tommy.
No, Tommy's not one to back down.
Zyla is, though. Zyla's backing off. He's rotating back to his teammates. One has gone down already. That bomb should be in the hands of Starzy Boy. Not gone down. They're going to have to worry about time now, and that's really what's going to hurt them.
Ouch.
Down he goes as well. Zyla in a 1 versus 3. Should be. He's got 1.
He's been the most impressive player so far for Ascentia.
Doesn't have the time. But the clock is going to hurt him more than Epsilon will here.
Epsilon, I mean, Smile. They're just sitting around. They have to be careful not to. Really
Tommy's going to challenge, and down he goes.
I think Epsilon could have even played that. They could have just sat up and run away.
Biggest enemy there was the time. They had no time. Playing passive like that on the push, it can work because you can throw the enemy off. You saw Epsilon moving around a lot. They were trying to find out where the push was coming from. And like I said, it can work, but it comes with the risks. If you don't get that bomb down or don't start to make progress onto a bomb site and get a little bit of control, suddenly you can't check your corners, you have to rush things, and you can get pinched really easily.
Can you remember when we used to play like 3 minutes a half, 3 minutes a round? That was obviously a bit more of a feeler out and taking your time, but now minute and a half rounds, really time is very much against you. Oh, look at this.
Interesting push here. 3-man glass push. It's going to be 1 tunnel. I think Josh has seen him. Doesn't want to challenge too much, though.
Get out of there.
Going to have Madcat watching the flank, and he has taken 1 down. So Epsilon were ready for it. I mean, they put Madcat in there waiting. Swanee has come to back him up as well. If you're going to have face down 2 people with barrels waiting for you, it's not going to be those 2 you want to run against.
Yeah.
Oh, Madcat picks him off.
Good pick there. Cleared it out, but now they need to try and concentrate and get the bomb down. The only issue with that kill from Madcat, he was all the way back there. He's the one with the bomb. Shot's going to be fired by Tommy. He is eventually going to take down Miles. Zyla, last guy alive, looking for the bomb.
Madcat gets some shots on him. Will eventually take him down. We'll see that in the final kill cam. Madcat did manage to get him. He must have been heavily damaged, though.
Let's have a look. You did land a couple of shots there, though, but I think
Madcat
landed the sniper. Yeah,
hit marker.
I was thinking I heard it. I wasn't 100% sure, but yeah, all I had to do was land
it surprised me as well. I thought I heard it, but when you're thinking, did he get hit or not?
You wouldn't expect him to land the shot, but then you realise it's Madcat, so...
Well, let's go on board. It's a little bit of a reprieve here from the guys from Epsilon. They were suddenly looking in a horrible situation, 4-1 down, now 4-3.
Well, Ascentia will be kicking themselves, actually. 4-1 advantage is a very, very strong position to be in, but it sort of gives you leeway to lose a couple of rounds and still go on.
Well, let's go on board with Zyla now and see what he can do. He's going to see somebody here, but no, COD timing. Means Josh may have actually slipped the net. No, I think he has, and we will get him. And that's going to be advantage to Ascentia now. And he could be traded off, though. Manages just to get away. Well, we're going to see whether or not Malice can actually do this. It's going to be very, very close. They're looking slow again here. Ascentia seems to play very passive towards this B bomb site. They want the kills before they progress. And it's just a case of feeling out the enemy team. And now getting, oh, he managed to get in the window, got away. And that is going to cause problems for Epsilon now. They know that Ascentia all around that bomb site. It's going to be Mad Cat and Tommy in a 2 versus 3. Make that a 2 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 2. Tommy's going to be the last one alive.
Yeah, as we go into picture-in-picture, he's going to the shot, but does manage to actually get away there. Tommy doing the right thing, just trying to stay alive. And they're stacked up here. They're not stupid, Ascentia.
Did he see him?
I didn't see him.
He's the one they're going to try to challenge. They are going to pick him off. You're right, they did stack him. They knew where he was. You'd think maybe the game changer could pull off something magical. Was not to be. 5-3 Ascentia.
I think to pull something off there would have been a bit ridiculous. I mean, Ascentia just played that right. They didn't do anything silly. You got somebody up top, somebody down below. Very easy kill. You know, there's no way Tommy was going to do anything there.
No. If maybe managed to just pick one off and get away, he could have potentially, but it was they played it exactly right. They managed to get both looking for the trade, a bit of bait and switch, and got it down. Here we go, map point for Ascentia here. We're on board with Epsilon. Josh, he's going to be the bomb carrier once again. 3 plants so far. Can he get any more?
Oh my God, Stasi Boy with a fantastic shot.
Oh my goodness,
second as well, whapping out the ASM-1 straight off the back of that sniper kill. Picks up the 2-piece. Tommy is suddenly last man alive. And this is looking like it's going to be Epsilon's first map. Lost, not going to get the quick scope. That's going to go down to Ascentia. That's going to be 1-1.
It will be. And all of a sudden we have a game on our hands, Tan. This is getting very, very close. Ascentia just had the edge in search and destroy. And the tactics were better. They were picking off snipes. They were getting first bloods. They were winning their gunfights.
Yeah, Stasi Boy didn't have a very good first map, but fantastic there. Picked up a nice 2-piece strip. I think it was just
that's got to give you some cause for concern.
I'm not concerned. Don't worry.
Well, we'll find out how this one goes. I imagine we're going to see...
Big fan of this map.
I think Epsilon are going to be very strong poolside, and they've got great players to hold poolside down. So, for me, yes, this is an Epsilon map.
I think Zyla will be a factor in this one because of his...
Let's watch him.
He's got a very good AR. Always has done. Been very, very accurate with it. Always used to play on really low sensitivity, if I remember rightly. Like, did like 1 or 2, something stupid like that. But not so much so more, because you can get away with it on this game. It does instantly get shut down by Joshua. Said was primarily a good SMG player. Wamps out the ball and just does the business on board with Stasi Boy, though. And we've seen this a lot. And the sniper rifle on CTF, I like it for the picks, but I think it's a bit of a waste. As the flag is pulled and stopped by Stasi Boy, who's playing quite defensively here.
Using an overkill class on capture the flag. Yeah, getting that sniper out. Trying to constantly take shots. Like, got that ASM-1 to back him up anyway, and he is still doing very well. Looking for his kills. Teammates picked up. It's going to be Ascentia, though. It looks like they're going to try and push in. It's going to be Pleasant. Looking for Swanee. He should be able now to get this one away. They have spawned Big Rock, though. And it looks like he's going to have to get away from that. They actually got him in a pinch there. Horrible for him. He had players both sides. Tommy trying to out-juke them here. Got players behind him. He managed to get through lobby. Using the extra full ability. Not able to quite get away, but Swanee's there. He should be able to pick it up and will put it home. Little bit of a relay between the teammates.
Yeah, very, very nicely played. Tommy got that all the way home. Swanee picked up a kill, picked up the flag, ran all the way to the capture point. Now on board with him. Just trying to hold down the back.
Advanced Warfare is all movement, and that was a perfect example by Tommy. Yeah. He just kept ducking away from them. There was no way they could kind of just catch him. He just couldn't get the shots on right into that door. Fortunately, his teammate was there to back him up.
Well, on board with Swanee playing a little bit passively at the minute. You know, he can't do that, but he's so good at it. He gets shut down, just gets picked by Pleasant in the back there. So there you go. That's going to potentially give Ascentia a time to push forward. But Mad Cat retreating back. And I like that from Mad Cat. That's well played, because a lot of players would have sat up there and waited for the flag to come to them. But he comes back because he knows he's going to have that support of his teammates if he does go down. He can get there quicker. His teammates have time to push up.
I will say at the moment, Ascentia seem to be dominating this map just a little bit, although the score is to Epsilon. They haven't moved out of their own half in a while, and they're going to need to get a string of kills to kind of just push back the Ascentia pressure before they break.
Oh, Zyla just not getting the knife kill.
There's the kills they needed.
And Swanee did pick that one up. Pleasant had answered back, but Tommy does have the flag again, just going to cause problems, and that just relieves a bit of pressure, because Ascentia have to turn around, have a look back, and the bullet's not quite landing from Mad Cat there. Take down Pleasant in the end. That's a big shot towards the back there as well. Takes down Miles, and that's going to allow his team to push down this right-hand side. Ascentia now have some defensive work to do.
Yeah, I mean, Ascentia was stacking heavy on pull there. Epsilon finally managed to break it and got great dominance. The flag should be more or less home. There shouldn't be an awful lot they can do. They're going to wait for someone on the cut. It's going to be Tommy.
Right. Check this guy on the right. The furthest one up from Ascentia is going to actually be Zyla.
Yeah, that's what Tyler said. Tommy's going to try and get that cut. He's got it as well. He's going to make sure it goes down. That will be 2-0 now to Epsilon. But I said that's the first time Epsilon, for me, have really managed to get pool dominance. Once they did it, locked it down and pulled the flag.
Yeah, they seem to be very, very clinical. When they do get that chance, they will make it. And I think they're just very methodical at times, where they get themselves in the position they need to. And once they're in it, it's going to be hard for you to really defend.
It is. Here come Epsilon again, though. It's going to be Miles, the only one left alive from the flag, and down he goes. And Ascentia are going to have to just pile in those nades. Down they go again. Tommy picking up more kills at the same time. They're just constantly farming them in, trying to make sure nobody can move, but Epsilon are continually picking up kills. Josh is going to have that flag. He has support of his teammates. They're going to know Ascentia are coming through lobby and through pool. Josh has got it, though. His teammates have held them off for just long enough. A little bit slow here. It could cause some issues before it gets in. Has managed to convert it anyway. 3-0 Epsilon.
Yeah, I think we had the benefit of the map there more than anything. I mean, Josh was just making sure it was clear. You do not want to rush that in if you know the enemy team are still alive. Made sure he took his time. Right method to play it. Gets it in there. Swanee trying to push for some spawns there. Not quite. Those Starzy Boy did shut him down. We're on board with him doing a little bit of defensive work. But essentially need to turn back to what they were doing at the beginning of the map.
They're not being aggressive. They're getting no control.
They had the control at the beginning, but they didn't do anything with it. But they need to get that back, or this is literally...
Yeah, I would like to see Starzy Boy maybe get a little bit further forward there and try to get a bit of control. I mean, he's just dropped. I mean, his teammates did drop, so he's maybe waiting. But you just let Epsilon have such free reign of the map. They can attack from any angle they want to.
Well, 3 moments of Epsilon do go down, so that might be actually a chance of Ascentia to get some control back.
Here they go.
But Tommy's in a bit of a precarious position. He did get shut down there, but he did slow them down just that little bit. Oh, Miles now. I think we need to switch it up and go on board with Starzy Boy because he has some work to do here if he wants to pull this flag. He takes that one. Not going to quite get a second.
But Ascentia are now in the ascendants. They've managed to get out of that little trap that Epsilon had set for them. They're now pushing hard.
Late.
Problem they've got is that they've got 2 players stacking cave. And getting that cave spawn completely shuts down this flag.
Yeah, Epsilon did the right thing there. They knew they weren't going to have enough time to get forward, get another flag, and get it back. So, tail up, let them come. Kills go down. Round's going to end 3-0.
It's a good score, but you don't know how Ascentia going on to the good side. This game is not over. But a little back and forth there, and I don't think it fairly reflects how that game could have gone. I mean, Epsilon played a little bit better with the objective. They pulled that flag numerous times. They weren't allowing it to lay on the morals, but once they got that pull dominance, they got the map dominance. They were just a bit more so easy. That first flag, obviously, Tommy managed to do a little bit of a nightmare run and get it away, but could very easily have been returned. Ascentia, though, with all the work to do.
Well, it's going to be an issue for them, I think, because even if it got close, and that would have been ridiculous. Not quite getting the picks. I think in this situation, you need to stop jumping around and looking for those. I think he needs to sort of take his time, let somebody come into his side, pick them off, and let your team move forward. Not landing a single bullet at the moment. I'd put that away.
Yeah, that's it did work the first 5 times. Maybe you should stop.
You know, there was no easy shots there from that, but that's what I mean. It's if you're not going to know you're going to get an easy pick.
It's not even that for me. For this, the problem we had is because he wasn't making those shots. Is that Epsilon took map control.
Yeah.
I mean, now they managed to push back Ascentia. His teammates managed to clean it up. But they could have been very dangerous because he wasn't putting the kills down. He was stopping them a little bit at pool, but if his teammates made the kills, they could have been in a lot of trouble. Starzy Boy, though, will have the flag. He doesn't have support of his teammates and will go down because nobody was there to help support him get it out.
Well, with Miles up, currently on a 3 streak. Switching up the Pleasure, not going to happen for him. Swanee does take out his own teammate, though. But with Miles again, as the flag is looking to be pulled. Zyla's in a sticky situation there, though. Tommy does take down Miles and Starzy Boy also.
He's going to have to wait here. He's being patient. He needs to maybe pick up a kill or slow them down. There's so many Epsilon swarming forward. Picks up one, looks for the second one as well. We'll get that. Can he get any more? No, we'll go down. Tommy shuts him down. Miles now pushing forward, trying to get down at the same time. Here come Epsilon, and they should have a fairly clean run here if they can get the cuts. Tommy looking for back cave. There is nobody there. Look at that. Epsilon is stacking it. They're waiting for another wave of kills before they even consider pushing.
Yeah, I think they just weren't 100% sure where Ascentia had spawned, so they were just trying to have a look around. And you know what? If they have control, it's better to take control than everybody run in there, pull the flag, and die. You know, you keep a hold of that control, you got a better chance of getting the flag. Swanee, flag running, kind of a bit of a nosebleed that high up the map, but on board with him, he did go down on board with Mad Cat.
Oh, it's now Mad Cat looking for him. He's going to put some more here. I think Epsilon are more just trying to keep map control here. They don't really want to give it to Ascentia and let them start pulling flags. They're more than happy with their lead, and they're not going to take any risks to kind of jeopardize it.
Yeah, it's looking pretty comfortable. They don't really need to do anything out of the ordinary here. Get the kills, push forward, try and pull the flag. If you don't pull the flag, sit back and defend. Very easy to do. Of course, that is what happens when you go in with a 3-0 lead at half-time.
There we go. Ascentia trying to desperately get some sort of traction on this map. Josh pulled that flag away again. That's going to cause problems for Ascentia, especially since his run is fairly clean. Has managed to get around there. His teammates will now back him up. That flag is home. And oh, no!
Stasi Boy around the back, 2-piece as well. This might be a
my goodness, Stasi Boy, massive plays there. He should be able to pull his flag away, but he is going to go down as well. How on earth did he manage to get both those shots off?
Well, this has allowed Ascentia to push forward a little bit, but Tommy shuts down Miles, who's in a great position. Sailor goes down as well to Mad Cat. But still, Ascentia pushing forward.
They need to start converting this pressure. I mean, they continually try to push forward here, and Epsilon are picking up 1 or 2 kills every single time they make this push and shutting them down.
They're just making the clutch kills, and I like what Epsilon are doing here. They're setting one guy up. Josh is pushed all the way up. He's going to pull that flag. That's now going to put the thought in the mind of Ascentia, who are all the way up there. Right, where do we go? Do we pull this flag? What do we do? Stasi Boy does have the flag, though. He has taken down Mad Cat.
Josh is in a bad situation here. I'm not sure he's going to get this flag away. He's trying to get away. He's making the challenge. He's going to go down. Stasi Boy still has that flag live, but there is one player chasing, another looking to cut him off. He's not going to be able to get there in time. Surely, heavily stunned. He's going to be taken down. Can they manage to stop this flag? Who is there? I don't think anyone from Epsilon will be there, and that flag will go in. Ascentia have got one back. There's only 1 minute 18 left.
Game on here, Brycey. I think if they can get some control, they will have a very good chance. You know what? They've had their chances to get the flags as well, and just Epsilon just coming up trumps at the right time. 3 men of Epsilon do go down, though. Mad Cat pressured as well. The flag not in a good position for him to pull, but Ascentia are now pushing forward. Some defensive work to do for Epsilon from Tommy. Let's see what he can do.
They really don't want to turtle here. I think they might end up sending Josh out just to pull it just in case.
Yeah, Mad Cat's
Mad Cat's going for it. It's not always great to just defend. It can cause you issues here. We've seen more than one top team fall to that kind of trap and try to hold it for quite a while.
The thing is, if you send that guy out, that causes a distraction if he pulls the flag, and he's also in a position to do some defensive work if you do all go down. If he can stay sort of unknown to his whereabouts, then it's always going to create that doubt in Ascentia's mind. They don't know where he is. They're going to have to take their time, like they're going to have to do now.
Zyla's going to have the flag down. He goes. Tommy's going to have it as well. He's got that return. He is not going to get that one home. Josh is going to pick up the relay. Looking for it. He's going to see another player indoors. Doesn't matter. He's just going to go for it, is he? I think so. He's going to put that one home.
Yeah. Easy peasy. Didn't manage to pick up the kill. Swanee covering very, very nicely. Pretty standing from Epsilon. But, Ascentia, I feel as if they had their chances.
Yeah, they did. And it could have gone either way. I mean, Epsilon, like I said, every time Ascentia pushed, they managed to get 1 or 2 kills and just kill any momentum they had. And then they would push out, they would send Tommy, they would send Josh out, and they would pull this flag. And Ascentia, from being on a position to pull the flag and get pull dominance, well, all of a sudden, we've got 2 down, and we've now got our flag pulled against us.
That's the brutal thing about capture the flag. Sometimes if you make that push, and if you don't make it work, and a couple of you go down, suddenly you're on the back foot. And with that map having such sort of a short flag.
With it, predictions for this. Now, for me, I want to see Epsilon play the uplink a little bit better than yesterday.
Yeah,
for me, it was a close game, and
it looked shaky.
It's a common critique that the North American scene has of the European scene at the moment, that we're not very good at uplink.
Well, I think it was just a case of it wasn't really played very much. Obviously, the first couple of events we had, it wasn't played. Full stop.
Yeah.
So that's obviously the issue. As we start playing more, I think they'll learn a lot more. I think they'll have to be watching the American guys' streams. They'll be trying to pick up some tips. But I think the game of uplink has changed quite recently anyway because of the
I pointed this out to Epsilon backstage, and Tommy actually said that they felt like they have a really strong uplink game.
It didn't look so yesterday.
Tommy was saying
their throws looked shaky.
Tommy was saying, he goes, I know how to hit all the hard shots. He goes, well, I'm just not very good at hitting the easy shots for some reason. I just don't take them that often because I'm not usually there.
Well, their easy shots didn't look on point yesterday. You know what? It wasn't necessarily that they were getting in the positions to do it, but then their short throws were just a bit off. So maybe something to practice on, something they can maybe make a little bit better. But they have the slaying ability that they can get in the position where they can dunk, especially on this map.
Well, we're just waiting for one player to load in, and that was Swanee. Now he's in the game. Let's jump on board, and I'm going to go. You know what? I've got to watch Josh here. He's had a really good series so far. Let's see if he can continue that.
Yeah, very, very impressed with Josh so far. Let's see, as said, if he can continue that run, very, very quick starting it, getting down that right-hand side, trying to get control inside the room here. Well, with Josh now going to try and pick up a second. It's so quick. Gets the hold the satellite, not going to quite get the melee kill there. Does get taken down by Stasi Boy, who in turn is taken down by Swanee. Epsilon trying to get some control. Yeah, look at Ascentia, they're already in their spawn.
Cat just holding, making sure nobody comes through him. And they're going to wait for this ball control. Ball control not going in the hands of Tommy. Let's see. This is a shot you can make. He is going to go for it straight off. That is long range. He is going to get it as well.
The interception
Big shots.
Not quite coming in from Ascentia.
You can't allow a player to just sit up Atlas and take that long range shot. These players do practice it, and Tommy hit it.
Well, just waiting to try and get some control back from his teammate. Puts the ball down just to give himself that gun ability, obviously.
He's going to do it again.
He's going to have another chance at it here. There's the jump.
It's away.
The bounce is going to come in.
And he gets it for a second time. Tommy not even going into their half to score at the moment. Hitting them from the middle of the map.
Essentia really need to start controlling that. They need to be much further pushed up to be able to do something about that. But just now going through Garage, this spells trouble.
All down.
It's got
to be a dunk. He's going to pass it, surely.
Maybe. No, he doesn't even need to.
No,
his team is just going to cover him in that position. Dunk goes in, 4-0. Very, very quick. And yeah, the opening game looks okay, actually.
Yeah, I'd like to, they're hitting these all the time now. Swanee's going to have this again here. It is complete dominance at the moment from Epsilon. Continue to put it down. Tommy's going to see them. Is going to have to try and shoot that second player. Isn't going to get it. And will now be Ascentia with a little bit more map control. Can they try and get some score back on the board? Josh up top sees one. He knows there's a second one inside. He's going to go down to Zyla. Zyla will now have control of the drone, and he's going into the school. This is a scoring position.
Yeah,
can they get in and do something with it? His teammates have got to clean his way.
Oh, Pleza's done the right thing. Wouldn't run out that way. Not going to go down the right-hand side, but he needs some support from his team. Epsilon are holding very, very well. They're just sitting back and saying, right, come on then.
He's going to go for the dunk here. This is what he's looking for. He's going to put it home. So you can either, if he went to the left, he was going to go for shooting window and just try and put the one-pointer in. But he had a teammate, used a teammate effectively to clear his path and got that dunk home. Josh looks like he's going to throw it in. Is anybody there to pick it up? No. They've just got to kind of throw it straight away. Zyla's going to reset it, and now we'll go back to the middle of the map.
Well, halfway through this first half, and Epsilon in the lead, looking pretty comfortable. But, Essentia took their chance very, very well. And they're going to need to do that because I don't think they'll get many.
First time they got the drone, they just took it straight to score. They're going to try and do this again. There are 3 of Ascentia backing you up. They have to go through Swanee, who's currently holding score, gets a 2-piece Swanee himself, but will be picked up in there. But he has given his teammates, and now 3 members of Epsilon swarming this, trying to keep this away. Tommy Marquette will pick up kills as well. That ball will now fall in favour of Tommy, and Tommy's going to have Swanee running blocker for him.
Is he going to go with the big throw? Not quite. Oh, melee kill.
Oh, he just jumped over the top of him. Ignored him completely and puts it home. Tommy ignores the guy with the gun and says, thank you very much for the free run.
Very, very nicely played. But you got to say, you got to pick up that kill from Ascentia. Yeah. You have to make that. 5-2 now.
This game, I've said it before, it's all about movement. It's going to be a 3-piece coming in there. Zyla's going to hit him with the ball as well. Both teams playing so well. This is going home. It's going to be 5-4. And Epsilon, as much as they are doing, they're being countered.
That's important that he stayed alive there as well. That's going to create some pressure for Ascentia, but he has to be careful that his teammates don't all go down in that position. Big gunfights coming in the middle, but Zyla, he did actually go down. Sorry, 12 and 7 from him though. 4 uplink points, all on Zyla. So playing the objective work and slaying as well. 12 and 7.
Blaze is doing really well as well. I mean,
Josh is.
Josh said thank you very much for the ball with that 2-piece. Got a teammate with him as well. He should be able to get this home. He's just trying to duck away here. He's in a bad situation. He maybe should have dropped the ball and tried to take on one of these players.
Well, what was Zyla? Obviously, he seems to be the main guy for Ascentia at the moment, but Miles does have the ball. And every time they're getting the school, they're scoring. So, Epsilon need to make sure they defend a little bit better.
Oh, he's going for it. Managed to get a hit. Players trying to take him down desperately here. They're so dominant in school whenever they get it. Tommy's going to have it. His EXO is down for the EMP. But Tommy is going to try and maybe take another shot from middle. No, he just doesn't have control. Epsilon feel like they're on the back foot now in this uplink game. Ascentia just running around over them all the time. Josh will now have control.
Yeah, and it's very, very well defended by his teammates. And I think they're probably going to look for the dunk here. They're not in a bad position to do it, but Ascentia have respawned back up. Swanee's making a few kills on the board, though. That's 3 streak in the moment. Tommy and Mark are doing all the way, though. Miles is left alive. He has some work to do here. Picks up 1, picks up 2 as well. Tommy's going to shut him down. That's going to be 7-4. Very, very well played. Very, very patient from Epsilon there.
Epsilon just spawned in school, so it's going to be a little bit harder for Ascentia to go that way this time, so they don't.
Oh.
Starzy Boy might end up going for a one here, long range. Is he going to get it? No time to do it.
7-4, good score.
It is a good score there. I mean, Epsilon started off really strongly, but Ascentia comes screaming back. 2 dunks from Skull, and they played it pretty much perfectly. They had the bodies there. They had the numbers. You've got to be patient when you have control of the drone. Once you have control of it, if you can just keep hold of it, it means the other team has to react to you. And the problem is that players get focused on that drone, and it allows your teammates to pick up the kills around you.
Yeah, it's similar to like a hardpoint. You know what I mean? You don't want everyone to be sucked inside that hardpoint. You want them to be expanding out. So we jump back into the game. What was Starzy Boy? Been a bit hitty-missy, I think. He's had good games, and 7 and 17. He needs to find a bit of consistency.
There we go, Starzy Boy. Looking for it. He will have drone control here. Manages to get away, but not far enough. And that's Zyla just putting a few stuns down onto that drone himself. Zyla looking for it. He's going to try it. And he is going to actually duck out of it now. He's going towards elbow.
They're set up for it.
They are. Epsilon are now all swarming around their point here. A safe would be a 1 from long range. He isn't going to be able to get it. He does get taken down. Madcat will pick up, but he goes down as well. It's still in a dangerous position. You can see Miles there on the screen. He's going to go for it. Swanee tries to intercept. And it does miss. So Swanee will now just reset this straight away.
Yeah. Exactly what he needed to do. Allow his team to try and get some control. The guy's in control of Ascentia. Who's that behind that? Is actually going to be Madcat, isn't he? He's going to cause some problems. Going to pick up one. Going to look for the ball as well. Or just try and defend it while his teammates do actually push up. He does eventually go down. Ascentia not out of this yet, Brycey. 7-4 and then not look too bad.
Almost got towards him, but Tommy will now have control, and they're going to be Epsilon looking to try and back him up with the players. He has managed to juke them out, though. He's going to slip in the garage, and now here comes the push. They've managed to get a few Epsilon players there. His teammates need to pick up these kills. Tommy is almost defenseless with his Exo down, has managed to get away. Now just trying to juke them out. How is he still alive as he gets the hit? Tommy going through school. He's going to go to shooting window, and he's going to go through as well, juking them out. Tommy puts it home.
Don't you? If he'd gotten the kill there, I would have left the casting desk. I would have been that. That would have been it. But fantastic play by Tommy. Josh here trying to pick up some kills. Ascentia can get some control back. That was very, very well played. Just ducking and diving. He's so good at that.
Just going to throw that one for a 1. Is it going to go in? It isn't. He misses it. 3 Epsilon players here, though. He picks up 2. Can he get the 3rd? Josh goes down to his teammate. The 4th has gone down as well. That will be a dunk. Returned straight away for Ascentia, 9-6.
The only issue there is that they're all pushed up and Epsilon now spawned out. They do have a hold of the satellite, and Tommy's going to have pretty much nearly a free run.
He has one support.
That's the thing. They overcommitted.
I don't think Tommy can cross the street. He's going to have to go for a long-range shot. He isn't going to be able to make it.
I think he could have had a 1 point, and I think he got a little bit greedy with the dunks. But yeah, that was a little bit. Ascentia did very well at pushing there, but they overextended. So meaning Epsilon are going to spawn out. They are going to be in a better position to get the ball a lot quicker, which is obviously going to be an issue for Ascentia. 9-6 down.
There goes Zyla. Has managed to get it now. He's going to throw it down, try to challenge 1 or 2 of these players that are out here. Picks up 1, doesn't get the second one though, and that will go into roll Tommy once again, and he decides to reset.
Well, right idea by Epsilon, even if they go down the bomb. Sorry, the satellite has been reset.
It gives you a little breathing room because you can kind of concentrate on trying to get a bit of map control and fight for it again here. But Epsilon once again on the back foot. That ball has now reset. Ascentia are all over that middle Atlas, and they have it as well. Starzy Boy is in a position to score here. Is he going to go for the 1? He has gone for the safe 1.
Nice shot.
And he's missed.
Wide. That looked good to me there, Brycey. But yeah, it does go wide, and it's going to be reset by Epsilon.
They've missed quite a few times. If they've scored, then it should be a tie game. Zyla, though, he's going for the long range. Can he hit it as well as Tommy? No, missed it. But in a position to dunk. No one from Epsilon's going to stop him. This will go home.
That worked out all right, really.
Yeah.
Didn't it? On with Zyla now. And I said he needs to make sure he gets back and helps out his teammates because Epsilon are going to completely try and ignore him and just try and push out. But that is a mistake to make as Miles picks up a 2-piece there. And Zyla's coming in there picking up 1 for his own as well. And that's momentarily forward. And this should be a point. That looks good.
It is.
Brycey, 1 minute 20 to go. Ascentia. The Ascension.
They really are. And they're just continuing to just lay the hurt onto Epsilon here. Josh has got it again and he goes for the reset. So just trying to buy his team some more time, and that's exactly what they need to do. Epsilon are not winning the gunfights, they're not getting any control. Essentially just running over them over and over again.
You haven't seen Epsilon do what Ascentia did well in the previous half, is that when they get into school, they can really do some damage. And Epsilon haven't done that at all.
I don't think they're just getting control. There's nowhere near enough bodies. Whenever they pick up the drone, there's nowhere near enough bodies for Epsilon to actually make a move. Swanee, though, picking up a two-piece, looking to try and thin the numbers of the Ascentia team. He's going to see another one. Didn't pick up that kill. He's going to have to reload. Two players coming mid-street. His teammate will now have it. He's going to rely on Swanee to try and pick up these kills before he gets challenged. And there's going to be players everywhere. Swan picks up one.
A 3 streak in the minute, looking pretty good here. And this isn't looking very good, actually, for Epsilon. There's one guy left to defend us. All of Ascentia do respawn. Point's going to go in. Nice, easy one for Tommy. They need to make sure they do not get counted here because Ascentia are going to spawn.
Miles is there. They're behind him. He could go for a one here. It's only going to be Tommy to stop him. That ball goes.
Oh, the interception from Tommy jumping across. That fantastic play from him. 8 seconds to go. I don't think Ascentia are going to have a chance with this.
No, that is going to just be reset, and it will be Tommy with the last second. The game changer himself, 10-9 in favour of Epsilon. That will be the series, 3-1.
Very, very well played by Tommy there. I don't think we're going to manage to see that. Yeah, we're just going to see the round-ending kill cam from Swanee.
That's exactly what we were talking about here. When you overextend on that, you can be in a precarious position. Tommy went clutch to fortunately pick that ball out of the air, or we could have been going to overtime.
It's not something you see very often from Mad Cat, 17 and 27. Maybe they just weren't getting the control. I think Ascentia played that very, very well. I mean,
yeah, they did. I thought they were going to win it.
Yeah, it was looking likely. I mean, I think just on that side, they were capitalising
For me, it's all about Tommy Thack, man. Not only was he putting massive slays down, but you look 6 uplinks, and you've got to say his movement with the drone, his control,